All right, folks. So if you're looking here at my screen, and I'll share it with you guys, that your assignment for the day is isometric drawing. Take your wooden cubes and make a shape. Each time use between 3 and 6 cubes. So you can use 3 up to 6 cubes to make a shape. Then draw the shape on isometric paper. You will draw a total of 3 shapes on the paper. Be sure to include tonal shading on 2 of the 3 sides. So you're going to need to do 3 sheets. So next, what are the wooden cubes I'm talking about? I'm talking about these right here. You should have these in your kit. If you don't, you can just look up some shapes. So type in PLTW, puzzle cube right here, puzzle cube, and then look up a shape. So here's some shapes you can make. Let's see. Here we go. Here's a bunch of different shapes right here on this paper right here. So let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. That's the best I can do here. Here's some really cool shapes, and they all use between 3 and 6 pieces. So for now, I'm going to do this one. It uses 3 pieces. Do you guys see it right here? This little green one. And it uses 1, 2, 3 pieces. Okay? So I'm going to do that one. It uses 3 cubes in like a little tiny L shape. And I'm going to draw it exactly like that. And I'm going to do it on isometric paper. So what you'll have to do if you don't have isometric paper is download it or open it. I'm going to put it on the assignment. It's not there right now, but I'll put it on the assignment so you'll have this paper. And the rest of you guys should have this in your notebook. It was shoved in there, like about 10 sheets or so of this. And I'm going to do it in red so you can see really well. Also, know that each one of your cubes is 3/4 of an inch. In other words, if this is 1/4 of an inch right here, oops, if this is 1/4 of an inch right there, then your cube is technically 3/4 of an inch, that big. So 1 cube would look something, and you could just follow the lines here. You might want to use a ruler. I can't because I'm on a computer. But then I'm going to go 3 cubes down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is one of your cubes. Okay? Beautiful, isn't it? So there's one of your cubes, and notice this paper is already designed for you to draw cubist type shapes. It's called isometric paper. Going back here, I drew this top cube. Let's draw this bottom one right here, and then let's draw this one here. So we'll do those now. So my design should come down to here. 1, 2, 3 more cubes, because each one of these on this paper is technically 1/4 inch. Now you can scale it differently if you like. So if you want to do 1 cube, but I'll be honest, on this paper I could probably do one. I could probably draw like this, 1 cube like that. So the whole drawing, by the way, is going to look like this. I'll just do a really quick one right quick. So if I did 1 square each right here, it would look like this right here. If I did 1 square each, that means that each line like this is 3/4 of an inch, because the cube is 3/4 inch. In real life, these are 1/4 inch each on the real paper, so I'm doing 3 like it's a real piece of paper. So let's go 3 here. 1, 2, 3. But remember, there's another cube, so I need to go another 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going right here, and then I'm going to go to here. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go to here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 right here. And let's close this shape up. And we're done. If you want to draw the subdivisions of each cube so you can clearly see there's 3 cubes, go ahead. The next part is I'm going to pull out the pencil here, and I'm going to get some good ink flow here, and maybe make the pencil a little whiter. And you have to do tonal shading. Let me show you what that is. I want you guys to recognize there's 3 sides to this. There's always going to be the top, side, and front. So here's the front right here. Here's the top. This is also the top right here. And the side is here and here, right here, this side. So you have 3 sides: top, side, and front. And the front is all three of these are on the front. And you have to, for tonal shading, you should shade two of the three sides. And I'll show you what I mean. Here we go. So I'm going to choose two sides. I'm going to do one side here. So I'm going to do the side view first. And I'm going to do a little dark right here. So I'm going to do everything that's facing the right side dark. And then I'm going to change the ink flow right here. And then I have to choose another side, so the top or the front. So I think I'll do the front, and I'll do the front a lighter color. Oops. Let's get the ink flow down really low. So I'm shading it here, and it's going to be a lighter shade. And lastly, you definitely want to darken these lines. So I'm going to darken them a lot more. So I'm going to get the brush size a little wider and increase the ink flow. And you should have these dark. And they should be pretty straight. You guys can make them straight in your notebook because you actually have a ruler and paper. I'm kind of doing freehand here on a computer pad. And it's a little harder to stay straight. I'm actually doing not too bad. But you really want to focus on these lines. And these lines, I should let you know, are called object lines. So these are called object lines. The ones I'm doing right now. And they're the lines that define the object, right? They're the outline of the object. Now these are not object lines, so I shouldn't darken those. You should darken the outside only. So here, 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 and here, and here, and this top part right here. Now you don't need to darken that and that. That's for like really just to tell you like where those are from, you know. But that they're like dividing little cubes up. But that's pretty much it. Now I'll tell you, if you're on Cami or something, so I'm gonna do this again real quick. New. Let me open up open. And I have some isometric paper here somewhere. Wait, under I. Isometric paper right here. Okay, so here's isometric paper. And this paper right here is the isometric paper, and let's go look at one more. Let's do this T shape. It's 3 on the bottom and 1 right on the top in the middle. This guy right here. So let's do that one here. And I'm going to show you what to do if you have Cami and you're not able to create the really cool shading that I can do. So watch this. Let me go to the software. Here we go. So I'm going to go to pen only. So Cami sometimes, I don't know if it has pencil and you can change ink flow and stuff. So I'm going to just do this one. And so you have 3 on the bottom, right? So we have, let's do it here. 1, 2, 3. So that's the top. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So here's where the 3 pieces come into play. And I'm going to draw these here. There's my 3. And then we have here. And we have one here in the middle, right? So how do we do that? Well, we know it's right here. So let's start drawing it right now before we get too lost. So here it is, and then we got to work this way, 3 this way, 3 this way. Remember, it's always by 3s because they're 3/4 of an inch, and each one of these are 1/4 of an inch. And let's finish this up right here. And we're pretty much done. If you want to darken these, you definitely can. If you want to go over it all and darken it, I recommend that you do. Object lines should be definitely darker than everything else. So if you want to go around and darken it, oh, you don't need to darken that. That's not the object line. All the border, right? Like here, 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 here. All this line. This, 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 and this, and this. That's all your real object. This, those are just separations to show where the cubes are at. Now, let's say you're on Cami and you can't change that cool pencil shading like I have over here. I can change to a pencil and stuff. I don't know if you can. So let's say, oops. So let's say it's just stuck to a regular pen like I'm on now. So what you can do is this. Choose two of the three sides. So let's do the right side right here and here. And you can go line, 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 line. Just draw lines like that. And draw lines. Take your time and draw. I'm going a little faster here. And then do opposite direction. And this will be your darker side because there's more lines, right? You're going in two different directions. And then on your other side, let's say you want to do the top, here, here, and here, or the front. Let's just do the front. Then you could just stick to one line. And if you feel like it's not enough, like this one looks too close to this one, go ahead and go over this one with more lines. So it becomes more denser, right? So if you don't have any shading abilities, like you can't change to pencils or whatever, just add more lines here until you get like a darker tone. So this one's darker, all the right side, all the front side's not. And then the top right here, this here, this here, and this here are not done at all. But it doesn't matter as long as you choose two of the three sides of shade. What this means is that the light is kind of coming from the top, but from the front top. So a little bit of light gets here on the front, a lot of light goes here on the top, and over here on this right side is kind of dark because the light's coming in from the over here on the other side and shining, so it kind of gives you that look. So that's all you have to do today, folks. And then that's your assignment. You have to do 3 of them total.